They said it would never happen. The dirt sheet said WWE had no plans for him. The experts said he wasn't the guy. Triple H himself reportedly vetoed this finish 3 times in creative meetings. And yet, on the 31st of January 2026, at the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, Sami Zayn stood in the center of that ring holding the undisputed WWE Championship above his head while 67,000 people lost their absolute minds. But here's what's going to make you furious. WWE fought against this moment until the very last second. They tried everything to prevent it. They changed the finish twice during the week leading up to the Rumble. They had backup plans ready in case Sami didn't connect with the crowd. They were prepared to audible mid-match if the reaction wasn't what they expected, except the reaction was nuclear. And now WWE is desperately trying to take credit for a moment they spent months trying to sabotage. Let me tell you exactly what happened at Royal Rumble 2026, and more importantly, let me expose what happened behind the scenes that WWE absolutely doesn't want you to know about. The 31st of January 2026, Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana. The Undisputed Championship match was scheduled for 9:47 p.m. East, right in the middle of the card, not even in the main event slot. That should tell you everything about how WWE viewed this match going in. Champion Cody Rhodes vs Sami Zayn in what was being positioned as just another defense, another stepping stone on Cody's legendary title reign. The build to this match was almost insulting. 4 weeks. Compare that to the 3-month builds WWE gives to wrestlers they actually believe in. Sami earned this shot by winning a #1 contenders match on the 3rd of January SmackDown, a match that was originally supposed to be won by Carmelo Hayes until someone in the back, reportedly Kevin Owens, fought hard enough to change the finish. For 4 weeks, WWE's commentary team, their social media, their promotional material, everything positioned this as Sami's moment to prove himself and Cody's toughest test yet. Translation: we're building up Sami just enough to make Cody look good when he wins. It was transparent. It was predictable. It was the same thing WWE has done to Sami Zayn for the better part of a decade. Except something changed. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it was. The entrances alone told you this night was different. When Sami's music hit and he walked out onto that stage, the reaction wasn't just loud, it was sustained. For his entire entrance, nearly 4 full minutes, the crowd never stopped chanting "Ole! Ole! Ole! Ole!" The building was shaking. Grown men were crying. Signs everywhere: Sami is main event, the underdog from the underground, give Sami his moment. Then Cody came out, and here's where it got interesting. Cody Rhodes, the guy who finished his story, the guy who's been positioned as WWE's golden boy, got a mixed reaction. Not boos exactly, but not the overwhelming support you'd expect for your top babyface champion. People respected Cody, sure, but they loved Sami. You could feel the energy shift in that building. Quick question for everyone watching: when did you realize Sami was actually going to win? Was it during the entrances, mid-match, or did you think WWE would swerve us again? Drop your answer in the comments. The match started at 9:51 p.m., and for the first 10 minutes, it was exactly what you'd expect, a technical masterpiece. These two have incredible chemistry. They've wrestled each other dozens of times in WWE, Raw, and the Independents. They know each other's moves like the back of their hands. Cody controlled the early portions, working over Sami's shoulder, the same shoulder that's been injured in storyline for the past month. Every crossroads attempt, Sami would counter. Every disaster kick, Sami would duck. It was a chess match, and the crowd was absolutely invested in every single near fall. At the 15-minute mark, something unexpected happened. Sami hit the Blue Thunder Bomb, his signature move that never wins, and the referee counted 1, 2, and Cody barely kicked out. The crowd gasped. Not because they thought it was over, but because for the first time, they allowed themselves to believe it could be over. That's when the match shifted into another gear entirely. For the next 12 minutes, we witnessed one of the greatest sequences in WWE Championship match history. I'm talking counter after counter, reversal after reversal, false finish after false finish. The crowd was on their feet the entire time. Every 2 count brought the building to the verge of exploding. Cody hit the Cody Cutter. Sami kicked out at 2. Sami hit the Helluva Kick. Cody rolled to the outside. Cody hit 2 crossroads in succession. Sami kicked out at 2.9. The look on Cody's face told the whole story. He couldn't believe it. The commentators were selling it perfectly. What does Sami Zayn have to do? But here's the thing, it was the wrong question. The question wasn't what Sami had to do. It was what could Cody do to put Sami away. At 10:19 p.m., 28 minutes into the match, we got the sequence that will be replayed for the next 20 years. Cody went for a third Cross Rhodes. Sami countered into an exploder suplex into the corner. Cody staggered to his feet, dazed. Sami backed into the opposite corner, the crowd already rising, already chanting. Everyone in that building knew what was coming. Sami charged across the ring, helluva kick, but Cody moved at the last possible second, and Sami crashed knee first into the turnbuckle. Cody grabbed him from behind, Cross Rhodes, but Sami rolled through, grabbed Cody's tights, and pulled him into a small package. 1, 2, Cody kicked out, but both men scrambled to their feet at the same time. Cody charged right into an exploder suplex. Sami didn't hesitate. He backed into the corner again. This time, there was no counter. There was no escape. Helluva kick. Full force. Cody crumpled. Sami hooked the leg. The referee counted 1, 2, 3, and Lucas Oil Stadium erupted. I'm talking about a reaction that measured on the venue's sound meters. I'm talking about confetti that WWE didn't plan for, confetti that the venue staff deployed because the moment was too big not to. I'm talking about a celebration that lasted a full 7 minutes before Sami could even hold the championship above his head properly because he was crying too hard. Here's another question for you. Where does this rank among the greatest WWE Championship wins of all time? Top 5? Top 10? Let me know below. But now let me tell you what happened backstage, because this is where the story gets really infuriating. Multiple sources, and I'm talking about people who were literally in the production truck during the show, have confirmed that as late as Friday, the 24th of January, the planned finish was for Cody to win clean. The match was scheduled for 18 minutes, Cody was going over, and Sami was going to shake his hand afterward in a valiant effort moment. So what changed? 3 things happened between that Friday and Saturday that forced WWE's hand. First, the betting odds. By Saturday morning, every major sports betting site had shifted dramatically in Sami's favor. Now, WWE claims they don't care about betting odds, but when millions of dollars are being wagered based on insider information leaking out, they pay attention. Someone in WWE had leaked that the finish was changing, and the betting markets reacted accordingly. Second, the merchandise sales. WWE released a limited Sami Zayn Royal Rumble 2026 shirt on Monday, the 27th of January, not expecting it to sell particularly well. By Wednesday, it was the #1 seller on WWEshop.com. By Friday, it had outsold every other item released that month combined. WWE couldn't ignore that. Third, and most importantly, the locker room revolt. And yes, I'm using that word deliberately, revolt. According to multiple reports, on Thursday, the 23rd of January, several top WWE stars including Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, and even Randy Orton went to Triple H together and told him point blank, if Sami doesn't win at the Rumble, they are going public with their frustrations. Not threatening to quit, that would violate their contracts, but threatening to do interviews, post on social media, and make it very clear that WWE management was holding back one of the most talented and beloved wrestlers on the roster. That's unprecedented. That never happens in modern WWE. But that's how much respect Sami has backstage, and that's how tired everyone was of watching WWE squander his potential. Even Cody Rhodes himself reportedly lobbied for Sami to win. Cody, who had been champion for 287 days and was on track to have one of the longest reigns in modern WWE history, told Creative that he thought Sami should be the one to take the title from him. Not at WrestleMania. Not in some overbooked storyline. Right here, right now, at the Royal Rumble. WWE resisted until literally Saturday afternoon. The call sheet distributed to referees and production staff at 3 p.m. still showed Cody winning. It wasn't until 5:30 p.m., less than 5 hours before the match, that Triple H gathered the crew and told them the finish had changed. Can you imagine being Sami Zayn and finding out less than 5 hours before the biggest moment of your career that it was actually going to happen? After years of being told not yet, we'll get there eventually, just trust the process. The emotional weight of that is staggering. And here's what makes me angry. WWE is now trying to rewrite history. Their social media posted on Sunday morning, champions are made when the entire WWE universe rallies behind them. We knew Sami Zayn's time had come. No, you didn't. You fought against it until the very last second. You only pulled the trigger because you were backed into a corner by betting odds, merchandise sales, and your own locker room demanding you do the right thing. Third question for the comments: do you think WWE deserves credit for pulling the trigger even though they resisted until the last minute? Or should we acknowledge they were forced into it? Sound off below. Let's talk about what happens now, because Sami's championship reign presents some fascinating possibilities and some significant challenges. The good news: Sami is scheduled to defend the title at Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia in 3 weeks, and early reports suggest he's going over. WrestleMania 42 is 12 weeks away, and while the match hasn't been finalized, the current plan has Sami defending against either Gunther or Seth Rollins, both dream matches that would absolutely deliver. The challenging news: Cody Rhodes is entitled to his rematch, and WWE is reportedly planning that for the SmackDown after Elimination Chamber. They are not going to let go of Cody completely. He's still their golden boy, still the face of the company in many ways. The question is whether they'll actually give Sami a meaningful reign or whether this is just a transitional moment before getting the belt back on Cody. I want to believe WWE has learned their lesson. I want to believe they understand that Sami Zayn as champion is money, that his story resonates with fans in a way that scripted, manufactured storylines never can. The underdog who kept getting knocked down, who kept being told he wasn't good enough, who finally got his moment. That's real. That's authentic. That's what wrestling is supposed to be. But I've watched WWE long enough to know that they are entirely capable of fumbling this. They've done it before with Daniel Bryan, with Kofi Kingston, with countless others who had their moment only to be shuffled back down the card weeks later. So here's what I need from you, the WWE Universe: make your voices heard. Buy Sami's merchandise. Chant for him at every show. Make it impossible for WWE to ignore the fact that Sami Zayn as champion is what the people want. Final question: how long do you think Sami's reign will last, and who should eventually take the title from him? Let's discuss in the comments. On the 31st of January 2026, Sami Zayn achieved what many thought was impossible. He proved that heart, talent, and the support of the fans can overcome corporate resistance. He proved that the underdog can win. He proved that sometimes, just sometimes, the good guys finish first. This is the beginning of something special. Don't let WWE take it away from us. Make sure you're subscribed to Wrestling Zone 1 with notifications on, because we're going to be covering every single moment of Sami's championship reign. Hit that like button if you're Team Sami, and let me know in the comments, what was your reaction when Sami won? The underdog is finally on top. Let's make sure he stays there.